Hello, it's Numerologist Glynis McCants. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Facebook Live today. And of course, I have my amazing help and beauty, Vanessa, has joined us today. And yes, we did not, this was not intentional, right, Vanny? We were not, no, we were not trying to both wear black sweaters. You know, I'm in California. It's cold for California. Vanessa, how cold is it where you are?
20. It's 20 degrees. It's cold.
My goodness. 20 degrees. She's in Michigan. So that's insane. But anyway, we ended up in the same sweater. And she actually said she had a red one on earlier. I thought, oh no.
I did.
Red.
Sure.
And then of course I did not.
Yes.
So this is Glynis McCants and Vanessa Haas. So what Vanessa ends up doing is she helps me, you know, when we do these reads, if someone wants to get on camera and get a live one-on-one read, you'll have to go through Vanessa. And here's the key. You see at the banner there, it says numberslady.com. Well, under contact, it's glynis@numberslady.com. That's the email, GLYNIS@numberslady.com. And Vanessa will take your information and you can ask me a question. And like I said, it'll be on camera. That means you have to be computer savvy. Like your audio needs to work. Your camera needs to work. We cannot be teaching you any of that today. But Vanessa will help guide you and make it happen. And of course, the key is, it's one thing to say you want to do it, but then when she reaches out and you don't respond, then she has to move right on to the next person. And I also will be doing responses to your email questions, or should I say Facebook comments. So the key is for you to give me the full date of birth and the question, all right? Because I can't do it. Those are my tools. I cannot do reads without them. And even though when I do numerology, yes, I'm very psychic about it. My third eye opens up whenever I look at someone's chart and information, but it doesn't matter. I still need that information, okay? All right, perfect. And I know that I had this question with one of my clients who wrote me today. Her name's actually, oh, here she is. Her name is Renee Nikit. And I said I would talk more about what she's going through. But also what I wanted to do is talk about some hot topics. All right, so thank you, Vanessa. I still had you in there. I'll go ahead and
wait. May I say
what? Now we have to bring her back. What is it?
Okay, so a couple of things that happen every single time we do these lives. And people will say, can you tell me blah, 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 and you don't even put your date of birth. We need your date of birth. We need your full date of birth, and we need it the American way. So month, day, year. Okay, so don't reverse it, please. And the other thing that I want to say is, if you have sent an email to Glynis, GLYNIS, not a double N, not a double S, send that email. Let us know what you want to chat about. Keep it simple. Still need the date of birth and everything in there, but you must be able to check your email if I send you a link. So it's quick. It's really quick. We're expecting you to get right back to us. Okay. Thank you all so much.
Yes. There you go. All right. So what is going on here? We're dealing with the energy of 2023. And when you break that down, 2 + 0 + 2 + 3 is 7. I'm finding a lot of people are having a hard time adjusting to this year's energy. You know, it is a big shift. It's certainly a big shift from 2022, which was a 6. And if you think about it, you got the 6 following 7 and 7, 6. Whenever those two numbers come together, it can cause some confusion, some frustration. So that's where I come in. You know, when I hear these stories, my whole goal is to help put you at ease and make you feel good about what's to come and also what to focus on. You know, no matter what, the positive side of 7 is that spiritual side. And for those of you who've been following me for a long time, you know darn well I said that this year would be when Mother Nature would speak up and there was nothing you could do to stop her. Like, she has so much to say. Just look at the floods, look at everything, all this record-breaking stuff going on with the snow, flooding. New Zealand has been crazy. I have a sister who lives there. I cannot believe the weather that's happening there when it's considered their summer. So yeah, we are definitely being tested. But what you can do for yourself to quiet that, you know, I'm big on affirmations, and I have a couple here that I've written that I want to share with you to help you feel better. Okay. So I'm going to flip this over and see what we have. 1 second. Okay. How about you're just feeling negative? Like everyone's sort of making you angry, pissing you off, if we're being exact. And you just want to bark at the world like it's just not going the way you want. You need to affirm something different than that so that you can shift the energy that's happening in your life. Okay. So here's the affirmation. This is to overcome negativity. All right. So here we go. I speak with kindness and love, and I look for the good in everybody. I speak with kindness and love, and I look for the good in everybody. I'm going to say it again. I speak with kindness and love, and I look for the good in everybody. Now, the key is to do this no less than 15 minutes a day. And what I'm saying is repeat it out loud 15 minutes a day, because you're trying to heal what's going on within. You know, the subconscious mind is stubborn. We can consciously say whatever we want. It doesn't matter. You know, you can have the best intention, but when your subconscious doesn't believe it, you won't get what you need. So again, I speak with kindness and love, and I look for the good in everybody. I speak through kindness and love, and I look for the good in everybody. Do that. Do it right now while we're sitting here talking, but also when we're done today, do it a full 15 minutes, especially if you just feel like you've been overwhelmed by negativity, that no one is treating you well. Like no matter where you go, you just feel like you're coming up against it. You feel like you're hitting your head against the wall. That will cause a beautiful shift. All right. And I count that as the hot topic, because if you can't heal the way you feel, then you're going to have a hard time this year, you know, because this year that 7 energy is also really direct. It's in your face. And, you know, people can misinterpret you, right? And yet when you feel misinterpreted, you get upset. And how about passive aggressiveness? I want to talk about that. I know a couple people in my life that are passive aggressive. And the frustration is this. I just say, don't be afraid to say what you want, but just find your words. Because if you say it where it's kind of passive, you may find the person you're asking something of will be annoyed and frustrated with you. And if you want to avoid that, just be more direct. Say what it is you want, because I'm sure if they love and care about you, they'll step right up. It's when it's kind of like hidden agenda, like they're supposed to read you or figure out what you're really wanting. Life's too short, especially in this cycle of 7. Okay? All right. How about just feeling unhappy? For those of you who are you're just not happy. Like you can't get your mojo back. You don't even have the energy that you're used to having. You just feel depleted. Now, if that's you, here's my affirmation. All right. It's so good. I trust the process of life. And in the movies of my mind, I am loved and at peace. I trust the process of life. And in the movies of my mind, I am loved and at peace. I'll say it again. I trust the process of life. And in the movies of my mind, I am loved and at peace. So what does that even mean? When I say movies of your mind, think about the way your mind works. When something's troubling you and you replay it over and over, that's a movie. You have created a movie in your mind. So now we're going to revise it, right? Time to get a new writer. Have someone write a brand new movie for you. And in this new movie, you are loved and you're at peace. So again, write it down. I'm going to say it again. I trust the process of life. And in the movies of my mind, I am loved and at peace. I trust the process of life. And in the movies of my mind, I am loved and at peace. One more time. I trust the process of life. And in the movies of my mind, I am loved and at peace. So again, when you just start feeling depressed, you're like, well, how did my life turn against me? How did things get so bad? Start doing that affirmation, because by doing that affirmation, you're going to be able to flip that. All right. No doubt about it. So if you'll notice on the messages here under Glynis McCants, Vanessa is assisting me. So she's writing messages to you right now. And I do think she did put the affirmation down so you can write from that as well. But Glynis at numbers80.com. If she didn't write that yet, she should. GLYNIS at numbers80.com. Shoot the email, say, yes, I am computer savvy. I can get on camera with audio and ask Glynis my numerology question. All right. And in the meantime, of course, I'm going to walk through the many submissions that are coming through, right? You guys are posting, and I'm going to take a look and see what I find. Oh, and one more thing, I did promise I would help this gal, Nikita. Is it Nikita? I love that I'm calling her that. That's her last name. I don't know how you pronounce it, Renee, but I love it. I love the spelling. Niquette. So you say, okay, she had a meeting tomorrow. I'll have to listen to the recording. She says, everything's a little upside down. I just feel like even my sunny day symbols on the calendar, it's not as good as usual because I wonder what's happening with me. What could it be? Please let me know. All right, date of birth, 1/23/1948. So she's born on a 5-day. She has a 6 attitude, and she has a 1 life path. Well, technically, when we look at what world number is she in, 2023 is a 7. You add it to her month and day, which is a 6. 7 plus 6 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. Well, when you're in a personal year of 4 and you're 1 life path, it almost reminds me of when you watch those comedies where the little kid's running and someone grabs them, by, let's say, the diaper, and they keep running, but they're going nowhere. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, Renee, your pace is off. You don't feel like you have the freedom to do everything you need to, but I need you to trust the process. Cycle of 4 means learn what you don't know. So if there's something you could learn right now, I'm strongly suggesting that you get on it. Take the course, read the book. If there's spiritual books you can read, do it. If there's self-help books that you just haven't had time to do, take a look at them now, because this year is going to teach you a lot. And since you do have a 5 and a 1, and the 1, 5, 7 are considered the natural match, well, you're in a world number 7. So eventually you're going to get there. Like, it's going to start to align itself. But it's all mental. What we don't deal with, that mental attack, is where frustration comes from. And another thing, you're going to find yourself being really direct. It's going to be hard for you to even think twice about what you want to say. And that can promote hurt feelings. People you care about taking you the wrong way. So I just want you to consider, as frustrated as you may feel, yoga, meditation, the affirmations I just gave today, use them. Because if you do, you're going to be able to straighten things out for this new year. You're going to start feeling better and much more optimistic. Okay. It's another thing too, financial security, the financial side. If you focus on that too, you can have big breakthroughs in the cycle of 4. All right, Renee. She had submitted that to me yesterday when I was telling you guys that we had to move it to today because I was having technical problems with my equipment. All right, I'm scrolling down. Well, I'm going to keep this one simple. I'll go ahead and hit it. It's Mary Chin, date of birth, 2/21/1966. Born on a 3-day, 5 attitude, 9 life path. Okay. All right. So what would I tell you, Mary? There's a lot going on with that. We always go to that personal year first, right? So you've got the 5, 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5, add it to the world number 7. 5 plus 7 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3, time for you to get in touch with your inner child. You've got to get back to the silly. You've got to have fun. If it's been too serious the last couple of years, this is not what this year's about. This is about you having fun and using that creative side of who you are. Because, I always tell people this, it's not the adult that has the big breaks in life. It is the child. Like, if you keep that child alive and well inside you, you can achieve anything you want. Writing books, writing music, counseling, running a company, just being in charge, just having fun with it. So that's the key. And since you're in a cycle of 3, you can do that. You're also born on a 3-day, and you have, let me confirm this, a 9 life path. That's all natural match energy. So see it as a positive time for you. But yes, you got to keep in mind the world number 7. 7 is different from that. But you know what I would do with it? Just let it be about prayer. Let it be about meditation. Use it as this, I'm going to get in tune with my inner voice, and I'm going to trust it. I'm going to trust that process. And if you do that, good things can happen for you. That I assure you of. Okay? So I see, I'm trusting Vanessa can hear me. I do see a potential person that I'm going to read, but I'd love to have them fix their camera a little bit better than that, like not as much, what do you call it, space above their head if possible. So Vanessa, you can talk to them about that, and then I'll click and let them in. I will do someone else first before I get there. I'll make sure. Oh, Vanessa, my sister just did this with her hand, and it looked very Italian. Hey, pick it up. Do what you got to do. You heard what Glynis said.
The reason why is because Ghia can see us.
Yeah, well, great. So she
Right.
needs.
So do you see how low you are, Ghia? You've got to fix your camera.
Yeah. How low can you go?
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pick someone else, and then we'll pop over to you, Vanessa, to talk about her. Thank you. All right, I'll go back. All right. Well, I wonder what that. Cannot get comfortable. Well, let's see what this is. I tried to click it, and then it popped away. Let's see. Kimberly simply cannot get comfortable and waiting to have a sense of stability. What's happening? Okay, so she's born 3/2/1971. That means 5 attitude again. You know, there's a real pattern happening already. Listen, when you have a 5 attitude, it means you can wind up feeling nuts. You know, it's like you've got this one idea. You're like, yeah, I'm going to pursue it. And then you get bored with it. You're like, I don't know if I really want to do that. You got to focus. The key is to just stop and go, this is what I'm going to focus on. And then I'll move on to the next. Okay, that's really important. Now, it automatically puts you in a personal year of 3, just like the gal we read a second ago, because you've got 3 + 2 is 5, added to the 7. 5 + 7 is 12. 1 + 2 is 3. Well, what else? 5. Wow. So you got a 5 attitude, born on a 2-day, 5 life path. So yeah, what would I do with all that 5 energy? Well, the first thing I'd consider, since the world number 7, travel. Travel, Kimberly. Do you have plans? Can you get out of your regular environment? Even if you can only go away for a weekend, go. Do not stay stuck. You'll be so unhappy. You got to find somewhere to have fun. And you know what happens when you have those 5s and you get out of your regular environment and go somewhere? You can see things more clearly and you start to feel much better, because it certainly isn't your personal year cycle messing with you. You're in a great cycle, but it is about perspective. I think you're stuck. You know, 5s always said they don't want drama, but drama loves them. So you got to get away from stuff that's draining you. And then, of course, born on a 2-day, 2 energy feels everything so deeply. So this is about you, taking care of you, loving yourself more, not getting caught up in everyone else's drama, and taking those trips. Shoot us a little note. Let me know if you have a plan to get out of town, okay? I sure hope so. All right, I'm popping over to Vanessa. First, I'm going to go like that. Coming to Vanessa. I'll hit double. Hi, Vanessa.
Well, hello, Glynis.
How are you?
I am well. Your first contestant.
Tell me what.
I'm not sure. I would say it was Ghia, but it could be pronounced differently. She'll let us know. She's nodding her head like, yes, that's correct. And I'm going to give you her date of birth.
Yeah.
Her date of birth is February 19th, 1973. So she just had a birthday. Happy birthday. And what a lovely gift, right?
Okay. Awesome. All right.
And do you want to know what she wants to know?
Yeah, what?
Okay. So she would like to know any suggestions for getting the confidence to build her Mary Kay cosmetic business.
Oh, sure. Here we go.
Glynis is a wizard.
Oh, Latin breezy.
Be prepared to be dazzled.
I'm excited.
Right. Yes. I'm going to click you out, and here we are. Okay. Now, do you pronounce it Ghia or Ghia? How do you do it?
Ghia, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I bet you people mess it up all the time, right?
All the time. Absolutely.
So you have to just clarify. Yeah. Well, think what they do to my name. Oh my gosh. I've been called Glynex. I've been called Kleenex. I mean, it's not cute what happens to my name. All right. So here's what I would tell you. remember I said we were seeing a pattern. Here we go again with you. You are a 5 life path. So what happens is sometimes it's so hard for you to focus. And I would say the internet has not been your friend. Don't you get pulled away in
Oh,
headlines?
yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
it infuriates me. I also have a 5 in my chart. It's like, you're busy. You get online for one thing. You're like, oh, wait, what happened? Oh my gosh, huh? Don't do it. See, a 5 is a natural detective. So you do love mysteries. You like playing detective. What really happened? You love to know. As a matter of fact, when someone's dishonest, you always get to the bottom. They're
Oh,
wasting their time, right?
that's
You
right.
Yeah, you're like, really? You think you're going to lie to me? Because I will so know the truth shortly. Yeah. So that's you. And then born on a one day, that's that wonderful thing about you that like moves forward. It's like you get one thing done. You're like, well, what's next? You really like a
Mhm.
life that's never a dull moment. If anything upsets you, it's when it's quiet and there's nothing to do. You're like, oh no, I can't live this. I got to do something fun. Now, here's the good news. When did you start the cosmetics? When did you start getting involved?
Oh gosh, probably about 10, 12 years ago.
Okay. And so tell me what happened. Like, were you doing well and now you're not? Or tell me what shifted. Tell me how you feel.
I have always just kind of treaded water, not done very well. Although I see myself doing very well. It's very easy, but there's
Yeah.
something that holds me back constantly.
Yes. Okay. So this always brings me back to my original affirmation because it is a shift for you. Now, mind you, we're going to have an MP3 of just the prosperity affirmations on my website, numbercity.com. Right now, I have a CD called Affirmations to Attract More Prosperity. And of course, it works really well. But with you right now, I would keep it simple to get started. You'd say it out loud for 15 minutes a day. This one came from Louise Hay. It was written in her book, You Can Heal Your Life. And it's my favorite, but it goes like this. I pay my bills with ease and I always have extra money. I pay my bills with ease and I always have extra money. I pay my bills with ease and I always have extra money. Now, if you're chanting that, you will shift. What happens is you'll get more opportunity. Like, do you end up doing parties for this? How does it work for you?
Yes, it's parties.
Okay. So what will happen is, let's say you get booked for a party. Suddenly everyone in that room will want one with you. Like it just opens up financial opportunity, which is ultimately what you want.
Yes.
But treading's not fun for you. It's like, wait, why can't I make this more? And what's cute about you, besides everything, Miss Ghia, the 3 and the 5 are lights in numerology. So you have a real brightness to you. Like it's natural for you to be upbeat. Like if you're in a bad mood in one room, you can come out and be an Oscar winner. They won't even know, right?
Very
Right.
much so.
Oh, so true. Like you could be in the car crying. You're like, wipe away those tears. Hi, you're just lovely. Okay. So instead of feeling that duality, I'm suggesting when we do affirmations, we shift it. And did you heard the affirmations earlier?
I did, yeah.
I want you to go back to the part of this tape, write those down, because what you're doing is you're trying to align inside and outside, right? Like you want to be joyful. There's nothing worse for you than when you do a lot for people, because that's natural, but then you end up feeling depleted because it's not reciprocal. The other thing you cannot stand is when they promise you something and they don't come through.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? It makes you nuts. It's like, you know what? Just tell me the truth. Say yes or no. Don't leave me in the maybe lounge. I don't like maybe, because your numbers are based on movement. So what I say is, when we're troubled, if we go right to affirmation that's positive for 15 minutes, we're shifting it. We're changing the conversation. And then we start to feel really optimistic. And it's genuine. So again, I pay my bills with ease and I always have extra money. I pay my bills with ease and I always have extra money. And then I'd also ask you, the one that I really like, healthy, strong. This one I like too. Have you ever had the health issue stuff? Tell me stuff that's gone wrong with you. What causes you pain in your body?
Definite asthma with
Yeah.
my lungs and lung issues,
Yeah.
probably due to stress, and then lower back.
Right. And you know what lower back is? Issues with money. I love that we're laughing about it now, but it's ultimately not funny. What it is our lower back is kind of like the root of who we are. And so when we're scared, oh my gosh, do I have my bills paid? Am I going to make money? Your back will start to hurt. So that affirmation will help. But here's another one that I wrote that I love, and it helps for the health and prosperity. So simple, write it down. I'm healthy, strong, and prosperous. I'm healthy, strong, and prosperous. I'm healthy, strong, and prosperous. So what you're doing is you're telling your body, hey, we're not going to just do well financially. I'm good. I feel good. I'm not in any pain. Your body needs to know that. So again, I'm healthy, strong, and prosperous. I'm healthy, strong, and prosperous. So those are the two to work on. And yes, I'm convinced there's one other piece of good news for you. You've entered a personal year cycle of 1, which means getting into the driver's seat of your life. You're like, no, I want to drive the car. I'm not going to sit in the back seat. I'm driving my car. How true is that? You feeling that right now?
I feel that. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, you're feeling this power. It's like, I want my power back. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how I got in last place in my own life, but I'm done. I'm ready to win. Well, this cycle invites you to do it. And what's beautiful, cycle of 1 means the beginning of a new 9-year cycle. So on that note, I'd ask you, besides the Mary Kay, what else would you like to do? Like if you could do what you want, wish list of life, what would it be?
Teach natural childbirth classes and breastfeeding and dog rescue for pit bulls.
Isn't that funny? So you're trying to save the ones who are abused for being just a pit bull, right? Like
Yes.
people make this assumption, oh, they're evil. No, they're not.
No.
Like, but it also tells me, remember, there's a little bit of drama attached to that, right? So you must be, in my opinion, the pit bull whisperer. Like they must like you. Is that correct?
That is true.
Yeah. There's no way you would go down that road if you didn't feel I can help in this situation. Okay. So remember this about you as a 5. The 5 comes through with so many gifts. Sometimes they just get lost. They don't know which way to go and they feel frozen. Suddenly you're like, I don't even know what to do. So that's what I'm suggesting. I like what you are interested in. Going back to the childbirth stuff, tell me more about that.
I was a doula for quite some time, but the freedom in me does not like the commitment of having to drop everything at the drop of a dime. But
right.
I do like
have a question about that because you are a storyteller and you have a 3, which is a writer. Did you ever consider what you could advise mothers that are pregnant and how about giving birth? Wouldn't you be able to share that?
Yes, that would be wonderful, actually.
Yes, but that's where I see you. Do you see the difference? Then you're not trapped. You are not trapped. You've got this wonderful book. You know, Amazon is possible to self-publish, or someone could pick it up because I think it's how long did you do it?
Oh gosh, about 15 years now.
Right. So how about this? It takes 10 years to become an expert, and you've done it 15. Come on.
Yes.
So here's what I'm saying. You could have breakthroughs. You could share stories if you need to change names, fine. Or you might have clients who are more than willing to share that story. But you've got advice to give. And once it's in book form, you're making money passively. That's not something you run around. I mean, look, I want you to do book signings, you know, because you'd have fun doing that.
Yes, I will.
And I'm getting a chill. And if I get a chill, it means it'd be successful. So that's it. That's why Mary Kay has been just okay. Because you have a big life purpose you're not using yet. So you can do Mary Kay to, you know, cover some paychecks, but now I want you to start working on that book. Think of your outline. You know, people were traumatized, giving birth, people that were afraid, how fear affects pregnancy, all those beautiful things that you know. And that advice the day they give birth, what do you suggest? Do you see how that's a book?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for submitting your question and seeing you live. All right, I'm popping Vanessa in and popping her out. Well, Vanessa, that was a something, wasn't it? Uh-oh, you're muted.
Here, I can re-laugh.
Yeah.
How was that? Was it good?
Wasn't she wonderful?
All right, funny people out there. Do you remember how I said to you that the numerologist needs your full date of birth?
Well, you know.
Yeah, I know.
What we ask and those who listen, it's a tricky little thing. But we love the listeners, and the ones who listen and do it right are the ones who get answers.
Absolutely. So anyway, you've got a lot of people. It's their birthday this month. That are.
Are you sure this isn't like Lucy Ricardo and I Love Lucy? It's my birthday too. Hey.
Well, as we all know, if we're not telling the truth about our numbers, we're going to get a really bad reading.
It won't be good. Do you want to give us some names?
Oh, sure. Why not? So
Give
we've
me
got
some birthday names.
It's Veronica's birthday.
Oh,
Um,
Veronica.
which
Okay.
I love the V names.
Of course. Go
Um,
on.
and let's see, we've got a gal that just said her birthday is the same as I think the first person you talked about. So we've got Monica. Is it no, it's a Marcia. It's a Marcia
Marcia.
or a Marcia. And then of course you just had Ghia. So you've got February birthdays right now.
Lots of February
Oh,
birthdays.
March. I'm sorry. Marcia is 3/2. You've had a lot of people that have sent me emails that they're doing the backwards European thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
How about we do this? We'll just throw their names in because we can sing this song well. We're going to do it on the count of 3, and we're going to do Veronica, Marcia, and Ghia.
we're
right?
gonna sing happy birthday.
Yeah, it was Ghia, not Ghia. Ghia, right?
Ghia.
Our girl. All right, ready, Vanessa? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, dear
Veronica, Marcia. Marcia and
Ghia.
I'm good.
Happy
Veronica, Marcia, and
you.
Ghia.
There's a lot of happy birthdays out there. So
Happy
I'm the firm
birthday
believer.
to you.
I'm the firm believer of singing the birthday song like it's a happy song and not a funeral song. So,
Right.
hence the reason why I was a little more pep.
Oh, you thought I was the funeral director and you're the peppy one? I think
Birthday
I'm actually
to
going to sing that
you.
song.
Should we do our favorite happy birthday?
No, I'm scared to even know what that is.
Norman,
right.
you little poop.
All right, so we do now. Veronica got in under the birthday guys. Well, what's her date of birth? Tell us about Veronica before she comes on.
I will absolutely do that. So Veronica is your
and I assure you, she picked her because her name's Veronica. Because Vanessa's a goddess, as you can see, but she used to model in her 20s, and men were like, "Hey, babe, what's going on?"
Hey now,
What's
hey
your
now.
name? She's like, Veronica. It's Veronica.
Veronica, it's true. Okay, so Veronica's birthday is today.
Ah, wow, lucky Veronica. 2/21.
And 19. So 2/21, 1958.
All right.
And I don't know if Veronica will let us know, of course, because she did a backwards birthday, 21/02/1958.
Oh.
And she actually is just really curious about what's in store for her, which I'm excited to find out. The funny thing is, but wait, here's what's interesting. I honestly didn't even notice her name was Veronica until I said it out loud. Because I am going fast as lightning reading through these emails. Well, so then I'm going back and forth like, da-da-da-da-da. So when I said her name, I go, oh, it's a V name. It's a Veronica.
All right, thank you. I'm going to pop you out and I'm going to pop her in.
Hello.
Veronica.
Hi.
Well, you heard your birthday song, right?
Yes.
All right, happy birthday.
Thank
All
you.
right, so what was your specific question? You just want to know what's going on with you right now?
The next year, I'm just kind of stuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The first thing I want to say about that feeling stuck thing, again, because the world number 7, it's literally asking you need to look inside yourself. Like it's really natural for you to kind of seek it outside of you. Like what's out there, maybe someone can help me. But the 7 saying, no, the answer is within. So it reminds me of the Wizard of Oz where she didn't realize she was already home.
Okay.
You're already home. Yeah. Okay. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Now, just like the many people have come through, and Vanessa should notice this pattern so we can break it a little bit because we keep getting people born with a 5 attitude. 2 + 2 + 1 is 5. Now, what does that mean? It tells me that, man, you love celebration of life. You know, when something's fun and exciting, you're so happy to be there. Yeah. If you take a workshop, you're the first to raise your hand because you can't wait to share or know what's going on. You really are looking for answers and you're super grateful when you get them.
Yes.
You also have the 5-1, which makes you a human popcorn machine. You have a ton of ideas, right? Yeah. Ton of ideas in your head at all times. You never stop thinking. So you got to find ways to calm it down. I always suggest meditation. I suggest affirmations, anything to make you relax. but also physical activity. It's extremely important that you move your body, Veronica, because it helps to clear your head.
All right.
So tell me ways in which you do that.
Don't do too much of that. I spend most of my days crocheting. It's
Okay,
terrible.
so that's a mental escape. And I'm suggesting when I say exercise, I mean as simple as walking, like
Okay.
just getting out of your regular environment. Where do you live right now? Like, what's the weather like for you?
I live in British Columbia, Canada. It's not bad. Mostly rain right now.
Right. So the rain's tricky. You know what? I'm going to suggest someone to you because I adore her. Her name's Leslie Sansone. Write that down. LeslieSansone. Leslie Sansone's on YouTube, and she does walking in the house. Like she gives you these wonderful, like a 20-minute workout, but it's like a mile of walking. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer because, you know, so often we get stuck in our house and you're crocheting. So you're kind of sitting there doing that. But if you stepped up, you could put any music you want. Like, you know, you could turn her down and just use her exercise. It works your stomach. It works your legs. It works your arms. But because you're a one life path, it'll change how you feel.
Okay.
Because there's times you get a little depressed, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you go to
all kinds of medication.
Yeah, right? Did you say you're on medication for that?
Yeah, I am.
Right. So what I'd love is for you to start feeling good enough that you don't have to do that, you know, because technically when someone is a 1-5, because you've let your mind take over, it can cause you to feel a lot of emotion.
Yes.
But when you exercise, you get an endorphin release, and that'll make you feel better. And then I would have them cut that prescription back, like to half, and then eventually get you off because you don't really want to take something if you didn't have to.
No.
Right.
Of course
Right.
not.
So Leslie Sansone, and just say fitness walking, but you'll see her, and it's all in the house.
Okay.
And it just, see, what happens is sometimes you can feel like you've lost your life, like you're not living the way you want, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then it turns into, what am I doing? I mean, is this it? As Peggy Lee would say, is that all there is? Right? Is that it? And I'm telling you, no, there's a lot more for you. And I want you to start knowing the difference right now, okay? Because knowing that you have a 5, you're in a cycle 3. What did I say? Getting in touch with the inner child, having fun again, laughing. Like, where's the laughter? Who in your life is funny? Anybody?
No, not really.
Right. So you know what I want you to do? Even YouTube again, hit comedy. Say like really funny comedy because you do love to laugh.
Yeah.
But when we end up laughing, especially with your energy, having the 3, the 1, the 5, you feel lighter. You feel more elevated. It just makes you feel more at peace inside. So these are my suggestions for you to have a better year.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And thanks for submitting that.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. You take good care. All right. Bye-bye.
That was fantastic.
Well,
really, even I learned something.
Oh my gosh. Now there's no guarantee Vanessa learns anything, but I like that you said it.
So I do want to let everyone know I did write in the feed. It's Leslie Sansone, and her website is called walkathome.com.
Right on, Vanessa.
Yeah, walkathome.com.
And I'm telling you, she's amazing because she does these certain steps that are easy, but you do get results. You start to feel better. And I know that'll make a huge difference for her.
Well, I almost got up and started walking with her because they looked like they were having fun.
Well, thank you. I'm going to pop you out for now because I don't see anyone. I'm going to answer some questions. Okay. Let's see what's going on with all my people. Hold on. Someone who knows Leslie says she loves Leslie's videos. So that's confirmation. Yeah, I discovered it well before the pandemic, but I did find once the pandemic hit, everyone ran over to those videos, right? Because they felt trapped in the house. But it really makes a difference. If you're a one life path, there's a real frustration, you know, that when you're not exercising, you've got to escape that way. It's so good for you. Okay, this one's funny. I'm just going to pop her up. I think she's right behind herself too. She's saying Happy Fat Tuesday. For those who don't know, Catholic that I am, Catholic that Vanessa is, tomorrow's Lent. So today's a lot of people are like, oh boy, I think I'll just eat whatever I want because tomorrow I may have to give up blank, give up the ice cream, give up alcohol, whatever it may be. But I do think it's cute when people call it that. Now, here's Debbie's question. When is it most likely my rental house will sell in Georgia and a good day to buy a new one? Well, this is interesting. I'm hoping this is your birthday versus your daughter's birthday. Okay, give me a second here. Let's see if I can put it up here and go like this. Okay, so we know she's born on a 5-day, 9 attitude. Wow, look how the one life path keeps getting in. What did I say? If a 1 strives to be number 1, do you see how they're getting through? It's like, pick me. Yeah, so here we are with a 1. But what cycle is she in? She's actually in a cycle of 7. So Debbie, cycle of 7, luckily it's compatible to you. And because you're born on a 5-day, 7, personally your cycle with a 5-1 means you are in a good cycle for you. So use your intuition on this, okay? But when you say good day, that just leads me to believe you do not have your numerology calendar. And yes, it does matter. I created a special calendar. You can see right there below where it says numberscity.com. Order the calendar so that you don't have to wonder about that. Patricia, I can hear that on the left side of me. Don't make noise, please. Let's see. You want to do the numerology calendar. It tells you the best days to do things like selling a home or picking the day to move. You want to do that. Like I literally created it to ease your life. Technically, I have 9 calendars. Yours is one life path. Okay, so that's what you would want to do. Vanessa, okay. I'll bet money I'm pulling her in. Hold on. Vanessa, what would you like to share with the audience?
Oh my gosh. Oh, Gwen.
Yeah. My mother's friggin' fake name is Patricia. Meanwhile, I said, please don't make noise over there.
She's like, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. I mean, you're making noise that we can hear, darling. Yeah. Wow.
Glenna said she can't hear it. Did it happen?
Yeah, that's right. The tree with, what is it, when it falls and no one's there? Did it happen?
The forest. If a tree falls in a forest, yes.
Yes. Well, I so appreciate you, Vanessa, because I saw you laughing your head off and I'm like, she so knows. And then it got louder. And that's the beauty of it. So let me go back to that little quick read. Thank you. So going back to it, cycle of 7, born on a 5-day, one life path. Yeah, that's really, really good. So you said, I want you to use the calendar. It's available on the website. There are 9 different calendars. You'd end up getting the one life path. You could also order the one for your daughter because you said you want to know for your daughter as well. Well, the answer would be there. And I don't know what unless you put that as her, whoever is born. So I'm still not clear on that because you said, I want to buy a new one here in Florida for my daughter to live in. So are you saying your daughter's date of birth is 4/23/1954? I don't know the answer to that. So what my advice would still be the same. You already heard me define what a good cycle it is, whether it's your daughter or you, and get the calendar so you can pick the perfect date. All right. Yeah. There's one more thing. One more thing. I have a lot of clients who want to sell a house or want to buy the perfect house, right? They want to attract a seller or they want to attract the perfect home. I did create a special affirmation for that, but that's available if you call my office and talk to Vanessa. 1-877-686-2373. 1-877-686-2373. Ask her about it because that's something she could send you as a link. And it's only $16.95. They're not expensive, but boy, do they make a difference. And I have clients who get the perfect house or sell their house and make real money. Okay? All right. Popping you out. All right. Let's pop. I'm going to go to the top here. Well, we already did that. It's not funny how some names, here we go. There's a bunch here. Let me get down here. I'll just grab this one. Let's see what it says. How to find a purpose or direction. So date of birth, 8/29/1955. 2, 1, 2. Ooh, look at the magic on that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the name, it looks like it's Suep, but it says how to find purpose or direction, 8/29/1955. So she's born on a 2-day. Ultimately, you got 2/29. 2 plus 9 is 11. So that's that master number energy. And then /2. So 2 is a big part of you. Month and day reduces to the number 1. And then the full date becomes a 3. So Suep, what I would tell you, you've got some magic in there, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 1 is ambition, 2 is love, 3 is laughter and communication. You have that whole gift to make it work for you. You can use those numbers to your advantage. So when you say purpose or direction, you need to be honest with you. I mean, there's no way you don't have an answer. I just feel like maybe you feel you got shut down, like you were trying to make something happen. Maybe you attracted people who put it down or made you feel like you couldn't do it. Because those numbers, there's really nothing you can't do. But I will say ultimately a 3 is natural communication, here to motivate and uplift other people. It can be through writing. It can be through counseling. There are many ways to do it, but it's about connecting with others. And also a lot of people who do like social work, you actually have those numbers in you to mediate. When there's conflict between two people, you could have the ability to bring peace. So consider career stuff like that, because that would be fulfilling to your life purpose. When you say you're not sure, it's about communication. All right. Okay. So we are now going to conclude this because we just gave a lot here. Unless Vanessa has a little plan for us. Let me pop her in just in case. Vanessa, I got you on camera. Unmute you.
I do have one gal that's coming in. I mean, she has one minute to get in. So if she comes in, great. If not,
all right.
So
do you have a date of birth?
I do have a date of birth. Her date of birth is 11.
Just give me information just in case.
Pardon me?
Go ahead.
Oh, 11/21/19.
Okay, Missy, and I love you with all my heart. You're not seeing your pattern of who you're picking.
I get it, but again, there's nothing I can do about it.
No, but there's a ton of humans. It's just interesting, isn't it, that they're all coming through and they all have a 5 attitude, which means they're all in a cycle 3.
Hey, lady, guess what? I answer your phone. I see the patterns constantly.
Okay, what year?
1983. She's a baby.
1, 3, 8, 5, 6. Well, at least she mixed it up because it looks like she is an 8. Well, if you see her in the next minute, we'll let her in. And for this moment, I will answer one more question over here. Thank you. All right. It is funny. Again, since a lot of you have a 5 attitude, what do you do with it? Just means never a dull moment, but you got to be careful. The shadow side of a 5 attitude, drama. Getting upset, saying something that can provoke others, and maybe you got to be careful not to overdrink, overeat, overdrug. Like maybe you're on a pain pill. And next thing you know, you're taking a couple because it feels even better. You got to find ways to not escape in an unhealthy way. But your greatest gift is detective. You will always get to the truth. And you should warn people. You're like, hey, you could even say to them, I have a 5 attitude and you're wasting your time being dishonest because I will get to the truth. You have that superpower. Okay. All right. This name makes me laugh a little bit. Oh, well, I just love that it says sassy. Sorry, I'm downloading Chrome right now. So I wonder, is she your girl, Vanessa? Is Sassy your girl? I'll pop Vanessa in to ask the question. No?
No, ma'am, she is not. My gal's name is Monique.
Okay, but isn't it cute that she said that? She's like, oh, sorry, I'm downloading Chrome.
I thought it was really cute. I do love the name, Sassy Momo.
Isn't that a great name?
Yes,
My goodness.
Yes. Well done.
Some fun with that.
Well done. Yeah. I don't know where Monique went, though, because she was really excited to get on. So.
Well, she's an 8. She might be trapped under a heavy object. Okay, the only reason Vanessa's laughing, but let me explain. The 8 has weird things happen to them. It's like my analogy. You're at a stop sign. You go a little over. Someone else runs it. You get the ticket. So here's this little 8 life path who really wants to do it, but she's MIA. So just know we get it. We hope you're safe. And,
Well, even though she's not here, would you like to answer her question?
Sure. Yeah,
okay.
I can do it. Go ahead.
And I do love her question, especially just through going through the pandemic and everything. So she's currently a mental health nurse, and she's looking for a career shift. Will there be new developments or a new direction for me this year?
Huh. Well, cycle of 3. And what's her first name again? I know.
Monique.
Monique.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to pop you out and answer that question.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
guess what? That is her.
That is her.
Sassy Momo's her. Because
Is
she
that
literally
hysterical?
just said, sorry, Vanessa, I'm downloading Chrome right now.
Yeah, but I said that. Oh, so she really is that girl.
Well,
And
yeah, but how would I know that Monique was Sassy
You
Momo?
would never know, but how funny, Vanessa, right?
Yeah.
Because I saw that and I figured it must be her. Okay,
Okay.
I'm popping you out. Here I go. Okay, so in answer to the question, Monique, of course, I'd love to see you live, but I will say, in your case, cycle of 3, it's a chance to communicate. You need to express what it is you want. Like if you want a shift to happen in your work, I don't know if you're looking for a promotion, if you're trying to make things different, you have the power this year to communicate what it is you want and to be heard. Okay. So I don't know if you like the place you work. If you're thinking, I'd like to make a move, or there's someone else you'd rather be, you could also do that, because I'll tell you, the personally your cycle of 3, it's when you just say, this is what I want, and you can make it happen. See, it's powerful. It's being able to sell anything, convince people of your worth. And then, of course, do those affirmations to get your mind right about it, And by the way, let's go back to her being an 8 and what she said. So here it's her opportunity, but then she got stuck downloading Chrome and it tripped her up. So not trapped under a heavy object, but still stuck. All right. But I gave you your answer. That is correct. I invite you also to go to my Facebook page. I have a bunch of prosperity affirmations there, or hit the website, numberslady.com, affirmations to attract more prosperity. You can't beat it. It'll just help you have what it is you really want. Okay. All right. That's it for now. But thank you guys for being here. I plan on continuing doing stuff like this to help you. So if you're not a subscriber yet to this channel, by all means, sign up. Click the notification bell so that you know when I do another show. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here.